What's up, guys? Are you ready for a game changer? Are you sure? Because I have one. It's really good. Are you sure? Are you sure you're ready? Okay, well, here it goes.
Oh, snap. I told you it was a big game changer. Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Andrew and welcome to the Less Only channel. I'm really glad you're here. This vlog goes out to all you creative people out there. And if you don't think that you're creative, think again. Because if you problem solve, strategize, or even have like a shred of imagination, I'd call you creative. So stick around because I want to be vulnerable with you. And I want to tell you about my favorite moment of the day. My favorite moment happens every day. Not at the same time, but it happens, and I consider myself pretty lucky that it does. And odds are, if you're watching this, then you've experienced it too. Actually, I know for a fact that you've experienced it. You see, my favorite moment in the day is when I first open my eyes when I wake up. To you, it may be fleeting, but for me, it's actually when I'm most at peace. You see, in this moment, there are no burdens, no stress, and no expectations. It's just me being me, and I really, really like that. But it doesn't always last for very long. And just like a snap of a finger, it all comes crashing back. Once the weight of burdens, expectation, and stress hit, I spring to action. Because as creatives, we're told to grind, to never stop hustling, to always be getting better, and to watch out. Because if we're not careful, someone's gonna take our place. And just like that snap, the moment's gone. The day waits for nobody, and nobody wants to be left behind. I'm sharing this experience because it's personal. I cannot tell you how many days I've spent frantically creating, just so that I could feel good about my existence, to feel like I was doing something, to feel like I mattered. This is my creative anxiety. Maybe you can relate a little bit. A lot of times with our creations, it can feel like an expression of ourselves. So what happens when no one's really valuing that creation? Or to circle back on an earlier point, that new business venture or idea or solution that you've been working so hard on. What happens if no one sees it, hears it, or values it? There's a lot of pressure that creatives feel to be better, to entertain people and hold people's attention. Because if we're not doing that, somebody else will. And if somebody else is, that means that we're not getting what we want. And for some of us, maybe what we need for our jobs, our livelihoods. So I honestly believe it makes a lot of sense that there's anxiety with this type of work. And if I'm honest, I do think that we end up putting a lot more of that pressure on ourselves than others do. And I definitely believe that we have a choice as to how much we're going to allow these pressures to affect us. So if you're still watching this idea, this anxiety must be connecting with you in some way. And honestly, I'm glad to hear that. Not because I want you to be feeling badly, I'm glad that someone else is maybe connecting with me here. Yeah, I'm really glad you're sad. No, that's horrible. But this is something I have been wrestling with that I haven't really been able to express. I've been mentioning it in some of the other videos I've been doing, but never just sitting down having an honest conversation about what I was feeling. So Brittany was out of town this week, and when she goes out of town, I have a lot of free time. And so I've been thinking on this, and I've put together 3 mantras. I don't know if that's the right word. It sounds weird, but maybe just 3 ideas, thoughts, approaches of how I'd like to look at this challenge of anxiety and creative pressure that I know I put on myself and you might put on yourself. I think the first thing that we can do when deciding how much we want this anxiety to affect us is to start thinking small. Large goals and high ambitions are great things. The challenge is that we'll never be satisfied with who we are today if we're only looking and thinking to the future of who we will be. Because let's be honest, none of us really have goals or expectations for ourselves in the future that has us backtracking. I mean, like nobody is thinking to themselves, man, I really want future me to be more immature than I was this year. Or, man, I would really love to have things less figured out than I do this year. At least I think so. If you think differently, let the rest of us know, because maybe we're missing something. But what I mean by thinking small is just simply looking at the present. who you are right now, what's going on around you right now, even like the vicinity of where you are currently. Like right now, currently I'm in my studio, which is just a second bedroom, but you know what I mean. If we can choose to think small, we can choose to really value the little things in life, the little victories, the little moments of growth. Thinking small could really help us when the anxieties and pressure of getting better and securing our future take foot. If we can be happy with who we are today, the future will figure itself out. So I think that's the first way that we can face this anxiety together as creatives. The second way is just cutting out the bullshit. There's a lot of bullshit on the internet right now, and I really think of myself as a clever person, but I keep falling for it. You see, I think this bullshit comes in the form of lies. Lies that you don't have enough, that you are not enough, and that you need more. And I think these lies are backed with an even bigger lie, that once you get those things, whether it be money, recognition, fame, or whatever else you're looking for, you'll be really satisfied. You'll have made it. You'll have figured it out. And you always hear about people who've made it talk about this, right? They're like, I know it's easy for me to say because I have everything. But there's got to be some truth there. Why do those who have everything seem so unhappy is a question that a lot of us ask ourselves at some point in our lives. But I don't think that as a creative you got into this for just getting more. There was something in you that wanted to express itself. There's a reason why you got into it. Because I definitely think there's a moment in creatives' lives where you realize what you're doing does not always mean a ton of money. And yet we convince ourselves that if we keep doing more, then we're gonna get it. We're gonna have the fame, the money, the notoriety, everything we've wanted will come to us. But I think a lot of us already have what we've wanted. Did you want to create? Are you doing it? And the last mantra that I've been trying to live by, trying to recite to myself, is really simple. It's the value of rest. At first glance, rest does not make you better at anything. Said another way, your personal rest does nothing for the world. And in return, the world gives you nothing for your personal rest. So why would we value something that does not give us external validation, growth, opportunities? It seems ridiculous. In my mind, the phrase, I'll rest when I'm dead, was once viewed as this epic, hardworking idea. But now it kind of freaks me out a little bit. And that's the rub of this whole idea, is because rest is not meant for anyone but you. Like you. Yes, you. Me? No, you. Me, but you. Rest is for your own good, for your own health, and for your own creativity. I've spent so many days burning the candle at both ends, working my regular 9 to 5 and then coming home and trying to crush out a video and edit, trying to hustle and network, and it's really invigorating and really life-giving at times. It can be. It really can. But there's other times where I've worked myself so hard into the ground that when I try to do it, the result and end product is like 50%. It's not very good, and I'm only hurting myself. So these are the things that I've been doing when the creative anxiety hits. I kind of go down my list. I remember what's important, and then I go get what I need. Sometimes I just do need to create and do need to work, but maybe it's not for anyone but myself. And then sometimes I need to binge watch Avatar: The Last Airbender and then get on the subreddit and listen to fan theories and fan appreciation posts because it's mindless and really good. Also, why did Avatar have to be so good? I'm not done yet. I'm in season 3, but I'm so close to being done. It is amazing. I highly recommend it. Go watch it, and then let's talk about it on Reddit, in my YouTube comments. It don't matter. Shoot me a DM on Instagram and let's talk about Avatar: The Last Airbender. Hey, I just wanted to say thanks for sticking around and watching this video. It's my hope that when I share these things that you can see that everything is in process. We all have really good days and we all have really bad days, and most days are a big old mix of both. And if we talk about it, maybe we could all feel a little less lonely. I really hope you're feeling that way right now, because I know I am. Just getting this off my chest and sharing it into the void or into a camera lens feels really good. So thank you again for watching. If you want to support what I got going on, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing. That would mean a lot to me. And if you've already done all of those things, then here's to feeling less lonely. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Game changer, game changer. I got a whole new setup, guys, and it's actually really sweet. I'm thinking about maybe doing like a here's my gear, here's my YouTube setup thing. My friend Blake was like, everyone I follow does one of these, so you have to do one now. I thought it was kind of funny, but really love the new mic. What did you think? No, seriously, what did you think? Did it sound okay? Please tell me my investment was worth it.